Hello, everyone. My name is Jim Escott. I'm the Michigan State Training Director for the Knights of Columbus, and I'm here today to give you an overview of council forms, where they are, where to find them, basically a good summary overview of what to do with forms. First of all, I want to show you the two websites, the Michigan State website and the Knights of Columbus Supreme website, on where you can find forms there so you can locate them. Let's go to Supreme first. So what you do is you type in www.kofc.org and hit enter. And when you do, up pops the Supreme website. And so here it is. And if you click on for members, because non-members don't use forms, what you see is they've got this really nice little set of menus here down the side of the screen. And the second one down says forms. And if you click on this, you will find all of the what I call the administrative forms. So it starts out here with council forms. Here's all the council forms. There's also council development forms, district deputy forms, and whatever, but we're here today to focus on the council forms. So things like your Form 365 service program personnel report, your semi-annual audit, annual survey of fraternal activities, all of those kind of forms. SB7 Columbian Application Award form is here. And there's PDF versions if you want to click on this, or there's an online version. And whenever there is an online version, that is the preferred method, because if you do the PDF version and send that into Supreme, they've got to recopy that stuff somewhere else. So it's just a lot more automated if you use the online method, and makes life easier for everyone. Besides these administrative forms, there's also program-related forms. So if you come here to what we do, click on programs. This is where you'll see all the Faith in Action programs. If you click on resources, it brings you here and shows you this area here, and there's a Faith in Action forms button here. So this shows you all of the report forms for Family of the Month, Coats for Kids, Habitat for Humanity, those sorts of things. And there's application forms for the Food for Families refund, Family of the Year form, ultrasound initiatives, RSVP plaques, and all those other sorts of things. So these are the main two places where you'll find program forms and also the administrative forms. Now, let's go to the state of Michigan next and show you where forms are there. So what we got to do is we come up here and we type in www.mikofc.org. You get to the Michigan State website. And this has just been restructured, so this probably looks brand new for some of you that may not have seen it before. If you come here, you click on resources. When you click on resources and you scroll on down the page here, you'll see this section called forms, and it's got council forms, district forms, regional forms, and state and diocesan director forms. So since this video is created for councils, you will want to click on council forms. And what we've listed here is all of the Michigan forms that you need to do, as well as most of the key Supreme forms are also here as well. So as an example of the Family of the Month form, which is a Supreme form, this is just a link to the Supreme website so that you can pull up that form and see the PDF here. So that should be helpful as well. Now, one of the things that many councils run into is, I know I have to do a form. I don't know if it's a Supreme form or a Michigan form. I'm not really sure where to look to go find it. I'm not sure what the due date is. I'm not sure about all those other sorts of things. So we have created a council forms directory here, which if you click on this, it's going to open up an Excel spreadsheet. And I have that Excel spreadsheet here, but let me change my screen sharing. You can remember how to do that. Stop the share and then restart the share to this. Okay, so here's a copy of the forms spreadsheet. And let me walk you through what's in here. So what we've done is we've got all forms from both Supreme and the state listed in here, all the required ones, all the optional ones. And just to scare you, if you scroll on down the page here, It gets you to 99 different lines. Now, there's so many lines because some of these forms are duplicated because they're due every month. But the columns in here are the due date. So let me just talk about these top two forms here as an example. Form 185 is due July 1st. So is the MI-19 form. And what they 185 is this the report of your officers chosen. So that's where you say who your Grand Knight is, your Deputy Grand Knight, Treasurer, et cetera, et cetera. And there's two different ways to submit this form. You can either do it online or you can do a PDF version. So if you do it online, you do this in Officers Online, you get into Member Management, go into Council Administration, and then pick Council Officers Current Next. That's the mechanism to do this online. And if you prefer to use the PDF version, there's a link here that if you just click on that link, it automatically pulls up that form for you to see and save it to your computer and fill it out and go from there. For the MI-19 report, this is the membership recruiting action plan that each council needs to do a couple times a year, one in July and one in January. And here's a copy of the PDF for that. So you click on this, it pulls up the PDF, save it to your computer, fill it out, and go whatever. These are both administrative forms. An example of a program form is the Family of the Month form here. Then the next thing it tells you, these three columns is if you need to send it to Supreme, where to send it, if you had to send it to the state, where to send it, and if you have to send it to your district deputy, where to send it. Any Michigan forms, like the MI form here, is not required to go to Supreme because it's a state form. If you do 185 online, just by clicking submit, it automatically goes to Supreme. But if you're going to fill out the PDF, you have to email it in to this email address here, addresschange@kfc.org. For the state column here, most forms go to forms@mikfc.org, and that's where you'll need to send this, whichever way you filled it out. And then your MI-19 form does not necessarily go to the state. It goes to your diocesan membership director, which is going to be unique by each diocese. So just keep that in mind. Your district deputy's email address is DDXXX, and the XXX stands for your district number. So if you're in District 112, you put in DD112@mikfc.org, and he should get a copy of your form. Now, if we move on further, for some of these forms, there's instructions that are available. So I've included the links on how to get to the instructions if you need help in figuring out. Some of these do not have instructions. I kind of have a long-term goal to write instructions for everything. I haven't gotten to them all yet. There's, as you can see, 99 lines in here. I may never get these done, but I have tried to prioritize them, get the highest priority ones done. And some of these I've actually created instructional YouTube videos on how to fill out this form. So you can either look at the written instructions or in some cases watch a YouTube video. Some of those are only 5 minutes long, but it kind of shows you how to fill out the form. So if you need a form, you can come in here, and as an example, if you are looking for the semi-annual audit, if you just come in here, if you're familiar with Excel at all, you do a search or a filter and just look for audit, and it brings you up the semi-annual audit, and it is due twice a year on August 15th and February 15th. That's the same link for both of those. It needs to be sent to this email address for the Supreme, this email address for the state, and this email address for your district deputy. There are instructions on how to fill this out, written instructions that you can follow. There is no YouTube video to how to fill out this form, but kind of gives you an idea of how that works. So I really would expect you to try to utilize this. I think a lot of councils that have used it have found it very helpful. Let me go back and switch my screen sharing one last time here. New share. Let me go back to the website. And what I would suggest you do is you click on this to open it up and pull up the form for you. And then once you have it, you share, and then here, go to the district deputy column. And if you are in, um, do a find, find this XXX. Actually, I want to replace is what I want to do. XXX with my district number, which in my case is 116. And then you just say replace all. And as you can see, it found 79 places. So if I close this up and come over here and look, the district deputy name says email dd116@mikfc.org. I would then save this to my computer, share it with my council, and know that here's where all my forms need to go, and I've done this, etc. The other thing you can do is you can kind of, at the beginning of your fraternal year, go through this one form at a time and just see which ones you're really going to do or not. Maybe maybe your council does not do the Night of the Month award. So what you can do is delete that line from your copy, not from the copy on the website, and just kind of continue your way down here. And maybe you don't do the soccer challenge, so you just delete that line and you cut down this 99 lines worth of forms down to the 20 or 30 that your council might be doing, and then it's much more manageable. You can just make sure that you've got those done. You can pull this up every month to see what's due this month, what's due next month, have I got these done or not, and go from there. So this is a very helpful tool for people. I hope you found this video to be helpful. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask your district deputy. And that's it. Talk to you all later.